Hello everyone, I'm Lily. In today's presentation, I will discuss the question in forgiveness. The problem with forgiveness is that one-to-one forgiveness between victims and the perpetrators on an individual basis become difficult. I will introduce the forgiveness of Nanjing Massacre from 4 aspects in combination with a weekly reading. A month ago, there was a hot video on the social software TikTok. American pawn shop owner in the video said he found a historical photo album involving photos of the Nanjing Massacre. In less than 15 hours, it has 8.5 million views. Due to the language barrier and lack of understanding of China, there was a sudden error in his interpretation. He mistakenly took the massacre on Nanjing Road in Shanghai as a photo of the Nanjing Massacre. But this video's censorship attracted the world's attention, and it also brought the Nanjing Massacre into the public eye and topic again. My first point is that is forgiveness possible? As for critical thinking about the Nanjing Massacre, films such as City of Life and Death and Flowers of War show the brutal atrocities of the attackers and heavy trauma of the victim during the Nanjing Massacre. In addition, in the real context, forgiveness faces a series of difficulties. For example, if the victim or even the perpetrator is no longer alive, who is the name of the forgiveness? Does such a forgiveness still make sense? Secondly, in whose name of forgiveness? According to Bennett in his reading, an agent is responsible for an act only if she expresses or reveals herself in that act. Therefore, scholars emphasize the one-to-one relationship between victim and the perpetrator as individuals. This view has its specific meaning, but the problem is if only the victim and the perpetrator are considered as individuals. Thirdly, individual and collective culpability. The issue of culpability in the Nanjing Massacre is related to individual culpability or collective culpability. On the one hand, the issue of forgiveness is not just a matter of individual victims and perpetrators. The trauma of the massacre has become a collective trauma that does not disappear with the death of an individual victim or perpetrator. On the other hand, the question of forgiveness involves how we should view original people who succumb to the prevailing ideology of the time and coalesce in their sinful behavior, and how we should view the crimes of unknown soldiers who obey orders from their superior. Finally, the conditions of forgiveness. Desmond Tutu believes that the premise of forgiveness for the perpetrator is to recognize his own mistakes. Admitting wrongdoing is not easy, but it is a necessary condition for forgiveness. Forgiveness is only possible when the perpetrator is honest with the truth, humbly and honestly with the victim, and willing to change the past and do everything in his power to repair the relationship. Washington believes that a repentant person should first ask the victim's individual or group forgiveness face-to-face, not only to verbally express shame and repentance for the crimes they have committed, but also to resolve that they will not be able to commit again. In the film, the reader, Hannah gained enlightenment and awakened her conscience by reading aloud and chose to confess and atone for her sins. This revival of conscience is the basis premise of talking about forgiveness. In conclusion, forgiveness is based on devaluing the crime rather than forgetting it. If forgiveness is not voluntary, the result of forgiveness is simply forgetting, and if forgetting is not granted. Social relation needs to resort to normal, which requires forgiveness. Forgiveness may lead to partial forgetting in an indirect way, but the process of forgiveness should first be complete based on memories and understanding. Here is my references. Thank you for your listening.